How much are the brand new mansions going to cost? I know a lot of you guys have been wondering. Some people have guessed as little as a couple million, and some people have guessed as much as 100 million. But in today's video, I thought we'd discuss it and go over how much realistically these could end up costing. But before we get into the video, if you're not already, please subscribe as it massively helps the channel. We're trying to get 10k by the time GTA 6 comes out, and we are so incredibly close now to that number. So if you're not already, please subscribe as it massively helps. But yeah, the cost of these mansions. Now, first of all, they're not going to be cheap, right? They're mansions. And we live in a GTA economy where people now have more money than ever. And that's understandable because the game's been out a long time and there are so many different ways to make money. But what's interesting to know is for the last couple of updates, especially the one we've just got, the property cost hasn't been too much. I mean, for the car wash, it was only $1 million, which in this economy is pretty good. But on the whole, across the whole of GTA Online, properties don't tend to cost that much. I mean, for the Cayo Perico heist, the Casatka's like 2 million, and that gets you access to a heist that will make that money back in a couple hours. The only property that costs a lot is the yacht because it's a flex. So determining the price of these mansions comes down really to whether the mansion has a purpose or not. And what I mean by this is whether it's going to be just a property, that's it, it's literally just a flex, or if there's content behind the mansion, whether that be, you know, fingers crossed, a new heist or some missions or a business that you have to buy the mansion to access. So starting with that first one, if it is just a flex, then yeah, I could see the mansions costing easily about 10 million. Very similar prices to the yachts, maybe starting at like 6 million and ranging all the way up to maybe even 15 million, because I imagine the mansions are going to function a lot like the casino penthouse, where you can get a bare bones one with not much in, or you can actually like buy extra rooms, extra decor, lots of interior customization, very similar to the casino penthouse, which is then in turn gonna, you know, bump the price of it up. So if it is just a flex, if it is just a property, no more, no less, then I can see it being quite a lot. However, if there is a business behind it or some new missions behind it, or maybe even, you know, fingers crossed, probably not going to happen, but a new heist behind it, and the mansion is the paywall to access this DLC content, whatever the December DLC ends up being, I don't see it costing that much. And honestly, if this is the case, I can see the price of the mansion starting at no more than 3 million. And before you start shouting at me, just hear me out. The mansions are going to be the main part of, you know, the December DLC, right? It is going to be the property coming with it. We know we're getting teasers. We know we're getting Prick's Luxury. That woman who came off the jet in the cutscene probably has something to do with it. We don't actually know what the December DLC is going to be, but we know mansions are going to be in it. But I don't think mansions are going to be just that. Like, I don't think it's just going to be here, mansions are there, you know, call it a day. I think they're going to add the mansions as a buy-in to access whatever the content is in this December DLC. Again, maybe a new business, new missions, or optimistically a new heist. And Rockstar are going to want people to play this content, so they're not going to make the buy-in cost that much. Historically, the buy-in cost for DLCs has never been that much. Like I said, we're in an economy where people have more money now than ever, and in the previous DLC, the buy-in cost is only $1 million. Like, that's so cheap. And even if you want to do a casino heist, a Cayo Perico heist, like, it's only going to be a couple mil to actually be able to start this up. So I see absolutely no reason why the mansion wouldn't be the same. And yes, you can argue it's a massive property and 3 million is pretty cheap. And I would agree if we was going off real life prices, but we're not. We're going off GTA prices. You know, you can get a super yacht for, what was it, 6 mil? That would cost hundreds of millions in real life. But as I said previously, with if it's just a flex, and I imagine it will be the same here, it could probably start at a bare bones minimum of 3 million if you get no upgrades for the mansion, and then that is just a buy-in cost. But then if it is customizable like the casino penthouse, and you can buy loads of rooms, a garage, loads of decoration, I could see it bumping it up well over 10 million. But look, if you want to know how much to save, just save as much as you can, right? It's simple as that. We have more than enough time to save up for these mansions, and chances are you'll be able to afford them by the time they come out. I know some people have been saying they're going to be like 50, 100 mil. They're not. There's absolutely zero chance they are that much. Even if they're a flex property, like there's no business behind them, I don't see them being more than 10 mil at a bare bones price, at least without upgrades. I know it's a pretty vague answer, but just save up as much as you can because we have the time. But yeah, as a conclusion, if there's a business, heist, or missions behind this mansion, if the mansion is a buy-in to the DLC, then I don't see it being that much. Around 3 million, if I had to guess, probably less to buy into the DLC. And then if you want to get all the upgrades and accessories for the mansion, it could balloon over 10 million. But if it turns out to be just a flex property like the yacht, which it fully could be, then I expect expect similar prices to the yacht, if not more. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think. How much do you think the mansions are going to cost? And do you think they're going to give access to some sort of new content, or do you think they're just going to be a flex property? And I hope you all enjoyed this quick video. Thank you all so much for the support recently. I can't believe we are this close to 10k. Like, that is actually insane. You guys mean the world to me, and I love and appreciate every single one of you so much. So thank you for supporting the channel. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.